As an architect, you design for the present with awareness of the past for a future which is essentially unknown. This quote was stated by world-renowned architect Norman Foster. As an architecture student at the University of Kansas, I'm aware of the benefits of sustainable architecture and what it has to offer. On the other hand, I don't think enough people outside of my major are aware of what sustainable architecture has to offer. And I don't think they know how sustainable architecture can be used effectively. For the purpose of this speech, I want to persuade people on the idea of how sustainable architecture can improve the natural environment, the built environment, and our own mental health. Sustainable architecture is crucial for the improvement of the natural environment. There's not an unlimited amount of resources that we have on this planet, and they'll never last forever. For that reason, I'm going to talk about a couple of precedent examples that show how we as humans in architecture can live more sustainable in this world. My first example I want to talk about is the Living Building Challenge. This is an initiative that was created in order to set a standard for what healthy architecture should look like. To complete the Living Building Challenge, a building must require to meet the 7 petals of sustainability. The 7 petals are place, water, energy, health and happiness, equity, and appearance. My next example is from a recent case study that I did in college over the Copenhagen energy plant. Located in Copenhagen, Denmark, the project's main focus was to contribute to Copenhagen's goal of becoming the first carbon neutral city by 2025. The Copenhagen sets out to become the cleanest waste to energy plant in the entire world, along with being the tallest and largest building in all of Copenhagen. In doing so, the plant plans to convert 444,000 tons of waste into clean energy to deliver electricity and heat to 150,000 homes around the city. I won't get into the specifics of how this actually works, but I just want to get the point across that how impactful buildings can be in a community. As the US has proven to be the most wasteful country in the world, I hope we can use examples like the Living Building Challenge and the Copenhagen energy plant to implement similar ideas to our communities. While improving natural environment is extremely important, it's also extremely important to improve about the existing built environment that we've already built. Sustainable architecture can be implemented into existing buildings in order to limit our carbon footprint. The technique for doing so is called adaptive reuse. Adaptive reuse is essentially when a vacant building is provided a new building use instead of wasting time, materials, labor, demolishing a building that never needed to be demolished when it could just be reused. This is a very sustainable technique that is becoming more and more popular throughout the years. The company I'm working for currently worked on a project just outside of North Kansas City recently, and I thought it'd be a great example to show for this speech. They gutted an old vacant warehouse that was not being used and turned it into a distillery where friends and family could gather together and enjoy each other's time. The point I'm trying to get at here is that while a brand new building may seem great and all, it's also good to sit back and think about other alternative techniques you could use, just like adaptive reuse. And my last main point, sustainable architecture is not only beneficial for the natural and built environment, like I said previously, but it also helps improve the health and wellness of the people inhabiting those areas. Sustainable architecture techniques can help improve the mental and physical health and wellness of individuals. One technique in sustainable design that I learned throughout college is the idea of biophilic architecture. By definition, by the Biophilic Design Initiative, biophilic design is the practice of connecting people and nature within our built environments and communities. As most people spend most of their lives indoors or behind a cubicle, biophilic design in this place is in order to support a cognitive, communicative, and functional and physical health and psychological well-being. The example I wanted to provide for biophilic design is the Jewel located in the Singapore airport. In this airport, it includes a terraced indoor garden that offers many spatial and interactive experiences featuring walking trails, cascading waterfalls, and quiet seating areas, all inside the airport internally. The airport is also home to the world's largest indoor waterfall that cascades into the center of the space through the roof. Examples like this are a great way to keep humans connected to nature and improving their health and wellness without even being outside at all. In summary, sustainable architecture is something that can have an everlasting impact on all the environments around the world. Whether they're man-made or not, I hope this speech will catch people's attention and help spread the awareness about what sustainable architecture is. There are many different impacts it can make. There are many different people they could affect. And it's important to know why everyone should be made aware whether you're an architect or not. Thank you for your guys' time today. Does anyone have any questions about sustainable architecture? Now you guys got to wave.
That was great.